Hello everyone, it's now 3 o'clock in Germany, 3 p.m. I welcome you to the next pro-micron spike webinar with live demo. So, hello to everyone. This is an English-speaking webinar. Therefore, we have people, Spike customers, and new contacts who are interested in Spike from all over the world, from the US to Brazil, to China, Japan, India, and Europe. I welcome you all. And I would like to tell you straight from the beginning, please turn off your microphone during the webinar, but turn it on if you have questions. So while I'm speaking, it would be very good if everyone would be muted, and so we don't have background noises. There will be enough time. I will have 3 spots where I will ask if there are any questions. Please unmute your microphone. Tell me your question. I will try to answer it directly, or I will answer it with following slides. At the end, we will have also time to ask questions in the chat, so I can go there in detail. Today, it's me, Leonard, who is the speaker. I'm the international sales team leader, and I take care of, I'm supporting our partners worldwide, and I have colleagues in my team who take care of US, UK, and Scandinavia, and other European countries. So, welcome here. This is me, and you are welcome to contact me after the meeting directly or via our back office team. Before I go into the software, I would like to review the key facts of Spike from the last meeting. Spike is a measurement system which measures the forces and moments directly at the tool. So we are on the closest point of the process. You know this slide and you know this example. This example is an industry example and shows you the main benefit of Spike, that we can see the forces on each cutting edge with our Spike Polar design, which is patented. Just to remind you, with Spike Polar and with the Spike KPIs, we can see the condition of the cutting tools during the process, so we can refer that information directly to the surface quality. This helps you to monitor your process, to have a quality check in process and not afterwards, and you can also use it for tool lifetime monitoring. The second benefit is that with the bending moment and Spike Polar, we are able to monitor the critical operations, especially also in drilling. We don't only measure feed force and torque, we also measure the side forces acting on the tool. Because of this, we can not only monitor the surface quality, we can also measure the shape and position tolerances in drilling. Or negative events like drill deflection, offset, or even single cutting edge breakage or chattering. We measure or we monitor quality related issues in production. With Spike, we have 3 target groups, or we have 3 cases how to use Spike. The main purpose is monitoring. We go into production, we identify critical operations, and we monitor these critical operations with Spike Mobile with full machine connection in order to have cost saving while improving or while controlling the quality. The second user case is the diagnostic set. Here, experts, the process and product experts, so from production, but also the suppliers use it as a diagnostic tool to improve the performance and quality of the products. The third target group are the machinist itself. Here we give the machinist with Spike Assist system, we give him a visualization system, an assistant system to support him in his daily business work on the machine. With this slide, straight from the beginning, I would like to explain you why it is necessary or beneficial for you to upgrade the Tool Control Center software. So the new software which I want to present to you today. I will explain the needs, the goals, and the benefits of TCC software to reach these goals for our 3 user groups. I will start with the production team. So everyone from mass production who has high value or high volume production should be addressed here. May I say, especially in times of today's and Corona situation, the pressure to save costs or the cost pressure is really high, but it's always high. The demand of quality control is also high, and I think every one of you in production has a high requirement on documentation and to report the quality. So the goals you want to achieve are reduce costs, improve quality safety, and reduce your effort. With Spike and with the TCC software, we want to achieve these goals. And how do we do that? What are the key facts? With the TCC software, you are able to identify cost-saving potential in production very easily. You're able to run long-time tests in production area. We have now alert functions for error detection, and the setup is very easy. It is retrofit, so we can go with the Spike system directly into the existing production line, and we can retrofit the system very easily. So now, the process and product experts. Their needs are, they don't have time. The time is really short. They need to do more test trials. They need to do detailed analysis. And they have access now to advanced data. That's why they are interested to do test analysis more easy. They are interested in systems that can be used by the machinist as well to record the data. Therefore, they get more time for analysis. And another benefit goal is that they use the same data like the production team. So they can speak the same language. How can Spike and Tool Control Center help here? With TCC, we have a new easy usability, which is even possible to use by the machinist. We have automatic trend analysis now in the software. We have integrated first analysis features, and we have integrated features so you can use several spikes more easily. Now, the machinists. They need, or the needs of the machinists are that advanced know-how is needed. Less experience is available. Several machines needs to be handled, and the conditions in production are growing and getting more complex. That's why they follow following goals. They need an assistant system for the machinists. They need process transparency and a system which helps them to protect for machine or process overload is also necessary. With Spike and TCC, we give you process visualization, we have an intuitive usability, we have threshold value marks in it now, and we have first alert functions. Please remember these benefits while facing your needs and goals. So what can you expect from today's webinar? First, I would like to explain you the TCC software features step by step in theory. Later on, as you have experienced in the first meeting, in the first webinar, we will jump to our milling machine, DMU 75 monoblock, with our application engineer Dirk Missing, and he will run the software and Spike systems for us live. This is how it will look like later on. So we have a live stream. I'm sitting in my home office, and Dirk is running the machine in the company. So we are taking care of Corona situation as well. You will have a big screen in front of the machine. You will have a view into the machine room. So you see the process. That's the red circle. We will have a camera in front of the machine, so you see how Dirk is acting with the machine. In this part, in the blue part of the screen, you will see the Spike software later on running. And we are going to use these two tool holders, Spike Assist and Spike Mobile, for running the applications. Do you have any questions until now? I see there are still people coming in, so hopefully they can join and keep up quickly. And but no problem, you will get the presentation, or you can ask for the presentation afterwards. And we will also put the webinar session as a video link onto to YouTube, so you can review this session and my presentation. So let's go into the Tool Control Center software, which we will release in this year. First of all, I need to say it will have a brand new design. We are using C++ software program language to do that. Here on the left side, if you click on Tool Control Center, the modules which will be in the software will come up. I want to explain you now step by step each single module. The first one is the Spike Assist set. If you click on Spike Assist, and if you have connected the read to it, you will have one direct screen, and it's called Cockpit. In the Cockpit, you will have bending moment in percentage live. You will see Spike Polar running live always on the screen. And you will see the motion signal also in percentage. This will be seen on a tablet, which the machinist will have on his next to the machine. Because of this, he has process visualization in percentage. It's not a measurement tool. He will have an easy process insight, and he will have a kind of manual protection against machine and process overload. So all in all, with the Cockpit and Spike Assist, he has an assistance system for the machinist. This is to be used not in line production. It is only to be used by small and medium batch sizes. The next module is the Spike app. Maybe you have seen that on our ammo presentation, but if you go now on or later to the Apple Store in your mobile phone, you can download our new Spike app. Every software or every module when you are using the Tool Control Center software, you're always able to connect your app to this software in order to receive push notifications if you have set an alarm. So by setting an alarm with force limits, minimum or maximum, these are triggered. You will receive notifications on a handheld device on your mobile phone, and you can monitor therefore the current tool condition on all machines from one device. That means you can go with your app from tool control center software, so from machine to machine, everywhere where the software is running, and you can collect the commands. This provides the machinist, but also the production manager, an overview of tool performance. Now you will see the new screen of the spike measurement module. The first main important point we wanted to give to you is that you will see now Spike Polar running live without clicking any button to open the window. So it will be always next to the actual force, torque signal and bending moment. We have defined the key condition buttons. So these show you, so the battery or the signal strength or the package error information or the temperature will always give you information about the performance and the condition of the Spike mobile set. We have reduced the number of buttons, so it's really easy and it's intuitive. So you only need to press record now or stop to start the measurement. So much more easy than before. We will also have this button, and this is the key feature of multi-spike handling. You will see later on by this button, I can directly switch between several spikes, and I don't need to do the big clicking and disconnecting and new connecting as you have experienced before.
Sorry, Mr. Relay?
Yes?
I was not seeing the presentation. Now it works.
Okay, so everything works?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the last button, which I want to explain, is that we can, by navigation, spike or scale, we can adjust the window very easily. Now, I want to explain you the new spike trigger function. This is basically the key feature which we wanted to give to you, because this helps you to reduce your effort and to identify cost-saving potentials more easily in production or even in R&D. With a spike trigger, trigger means that we start the measurement will be started automatically. So without any input of you as a software user. Here we have two options. We have now the force trigger, so you set the force limit when every time when the software should start, or you use the M command function from the machine to start and stop the measurement automatically. Another feature in the spike trigger is that we have programmed alert functions. We have the envelope curves now around the measurement file, and we have a long time diagnosis alert function. Two functions which help you to identify negative situations or negative events in your measurement files. For example, short-term peaks can be identified with the envelope curves, and long-time trends can be analyzed and directly with this alert. We are trying, or we have started to get the tool control, the tool analyzer software, our analysis software, which you already know and hopefully use very often, because here you can analyze and interpret the data very good. We are trying to get this software into the tool control center software. So if you have the tool control center software ordered, if you have a license, you will be able to use the analysis function in this software as well. And with the future upgrades, which we will do in the next years, we will increase the functions in the tool in spike analysis function here. What What's the benefit of this in the software? Many of our customers told us they want to review the last measurement file very quickly. They don't want to compare it directly, but they want to review it in order to see conditions more in detail. This works very easily because you can just upload the recorded file. You will have the same screen again, actual force, torque, and bending moment. You can store the metadata, and you will be able to review spike polar more easily than we had before. We will have the spike netlist. Spike netlist is a module which gives you an overview of all spikes which are running around your system. So I have connected, when I have done this this screenshot, I was connecting my read, and it was automatically updating all spikes which are in the area. So I see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spike mobiles and 2 spike assist sets. You will also directly see the serial number, so the ID of the tool holder. You will see the battery life on it, and you can refresh the information very quickly. So now I would like to introduce the practical session to you, and we will jump directly to the machine, to Dirk, to show you the software running live. First, we will use the Spike Assist set, and we are doing a pocket milling session. Here we only want to show you the Assist cockpit, what the machinist will see while process visualization. So Dirk, are you ready?
Hello, yeah,
Very
I'm ready.
good. Let's share your screen and give us a view into the machine.
Hello.
On the left side, you see our new Spike Assist holder, which is already in the machine. Here it's Dirk. Hello, Dirk again. And here in the main screen, you will see the cockpit of Spike. So, Dirk, let's make some chips. Let's do the pocket milling, and let's give our contacts here a view of Spike Assist. Imagine this is what the machinist can expect. We show him the relative load of the process, and we show him the condition of each cutting edge live in the spike polar. Here you see the red limits. These are alerts which we have set before, and if the machine or if the process is hitting this alert, you will get a message on your mobile phone, so we have a kind of first monitoring. How to get this app? We have started with the Apple software. Yeah? So you can go to the App Store from on your iPhone, put in Spike and pro-micron, or you can even scan the QR code and you will directly get this app. This app will be for free. With this app, I want to summarize the benefits of it again. With this app, you have a first level kind of monitoring. It has an alert function for your mobile devices, and the effort for setup is very easily. And imagine maybe we have some production line managers also in this meeting. You could go with your mobile phone to every single tool control center which is running in your production, and every time when there is an alert or something, you will get a push-up news like your WhatsApp or WeChat news. Okay. Now we would like to show you the second trial. We will also do pocket milling, but now we will do it with Spike Mobile. Spike Mobile is the calibrated tool holder system from us, and which some of you already know. we will do the process, the same pocket milling with a new tool and then with the worn tool, so I can show you how easy it is to switch between tools. So I click on Tool Control Center software now. I switch to spike measurement. Now we need to connect the read. As you can see, it's very easy, and by just 2 clicks and the system will be connected. The read will directly look for the spike holders. As you can see, we have new functions to wake up the tool holders directly. And let's connect again. As you know, we always ask you to do a documentation on your process parameters. This is the same setting now, the meta setting. We have changed the design, but we have changed also one thing. Many of our customers forgot to fill in the tool gauge, so the length of the tool which is used. And in this case, we have, I think it's 135, and many of them forget to put the diameter in it. We see these two information as must information. So in order to click next, to be able to click next, you always need to fill out as minimum these two. You have seen I have done this for the first tool holder. Now I'm doing the same for the second tool holder. So the data and even where the data will be stored can be programmed before, so we don't need to do that later on. Now we have the first spike running, the measurement directly goes on, and I just need to click record. Dirk, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, I click on record and you will see how the new software is running. I could also use the auto scale function, but here I'm using right now my mouse to zoom in or zoom out. Here you see a much more easy handling of the software, and Spike Polar will always run at the same time. Okay, that was the first measurement. I will switch directly to the second tool holder, which has the worn tool. It is directly connecting. Now I will show you the auto scale function. And we can record the next one. Dirk, let's go. Yeah. All data on one view. And the data has been recorded. So you will prepare the next setup, and I will jump quickly into the one other slide from the presentation. As you know, after recording spike data, you want to do your test trials or your test analysis. For this, you are using right now the tool analyzer software. With this, we can compare, for example, how we do it in this case. We compare the new tool, the data of the new tool, the blue one, to the worn tool. And here you can directly see the force difference of it. With this comparing function, we can use the absolute bending moment or torque or actual force values. But we can also have a closer look at the spike polar. And we can even do spike polar stacking in order to see how the forces change on each cutting edge. With this, you can do your detailed analysis and even develop the KPIs. With the spike analysis module in the new Tool Control Center software, you can just drag and drop the latest measurement in the software and you can review the latest data. So, analyze your process data to diagnose and solve process challenges. visualize the change in tool condition via Spike Polar. And the other benefits are that you can identify effects which really need to be monitored in line production. You can create the link between force level and quality result. And as a supplier, for example, tool manufacturer or machine tool builder, you can develop the Spike KPIs for inline monitoring. For example, the end of tool lifetime, in order to share that information with your end customer, because he is using Spike as a monitoring tool. Okay, Dirk, we are going to do now the third trial. Here we will not do a pocket milling, we will do an end milling session. So a finishing operation, but with the same tool. We would like to show you the new trigger function here. We will record a reference process, which you need to do first, only one time, and after that, you can run your process or record the data automatically in line production. This is the tool for line production or also for long-time tests on your R&D machine. We have programmed a mistake in the process, so we can show you the alert function again. So let's go back here. I need to open the trigger function. I do this by clicking on Tool Control Center, now trigger. I will select the tool holder which we need. Dirk, I think it's the 227.
Yeah.
227 we are going to use. Okay,
Exactly.
connected. Now we have three options to record to go on with the trigger. We can load a measurement file from the past. We can record a reference measurement, or we can continue with the previous run which we have already done. In our case, we haven't recorded a measurement file yet, so that's why I'm using the second option. It's the same screen like in Spike measurement, but here it tells you now what to do. Record your reference measurement and click next. Dirk, let's do that. Here again, you see it's a side cut mill. We see the difference between torque level and bending moment level, and we see the forces on each cutting edge. The process is done. The measurement file is recorded. I stop monitoring, and now I click next. Now we are in the setup module for the trigger function. And here I need to do 3 steps. First, it is to set the force alert. Dirk, can you take over? It's more easy for you to put it in than remotely. So click on the blue line, and you need to define now a force level when the software should start the measurement automatically. Here we mostly use the average or the for example here it's now 13 Newton meters, so half of the process load. After that we need to define the time range of the measurement, so the starting time and the end of the process. These two things can also, we are now using the force trigger function. You can also use the M command function, so you don't need to set this up because the measurement will be recorded automatically from the machine. Dirk is now moving the green lines. The green lines will calculate the maximum, the minimum, or the mean value in this area. And we will have then later on the long time graph with the KPIs. So you can do long time analysis here. The last point is that we can select now the alerts. We have 2 options. We have the envelope real-time alert. Dirk is setting up this right now from the left side and the right side. It's only a static envelope curve in percentage in order to, and this will be static, and with this you can identify later on suddenly happening peaks in your processes. Okay, and the second alert we can pick is the long time one. You can set a yellow line, which is a warning, and the red line is really then the critical value. In our case, we only show the alert in the software. But sure, you can also use a machine connection to get that in directly into the machine control. It's more effort, or you just use an analog signal out of the read to start a lamp or something, or your mobile app. Okay, Dirk, we have set up the trigger. Thank you very much. Everyone has seen how more easy it is now to do. So let's go into the next session. I need to fill out again my process information. I don't need the other ones now, and I need to select where to store the data. And Dirk, I think this is the right folder, the right name, so I can start.
I think it's better to generate a new name.
Generate a new name, okay. That means I call it live demo ECC. Okay. Now you have imagined you have set up this process in your factory, in your line production, and you can see we have used some files before, but now we are running the same operation again. Dirk, do I need to adjust something?
To change the value of the bipolar.
Okay.
Yes.
Which value should I put in?
100.
Okay. And no, that's the same. Okay.
Yeah, I think that is good.
Okay, so now I just click monitoring, and Dirk is starting the machine, and I'm not doing anything, and the software will automatically start the measurement. Here you can see now the live data. You see the left and the right bound with the green line, and this is the area, the time slot, where the spike KPIs, here we have selected the maximum KPI, will record the maximum value automatically. You can even see the latest measurements before. This function helps you to record data in line production automatically and very easily in order to identify cost-saving potential in production. And here, do you see what happened? Dirk was in the last operation was changing the operation, so we had more force value than expected. We hit the envelope curve, and at the same time we also hit the maximum level which we were able to reach. And with this demonstration, we want to show you that our software can monitor your process, and we just need to set up now the machine connection if it's required to have a machine stop or to place an automatic tool change, for example, because you have reached a tool limit, a specific tool wear, or you have reached a negative event, so bad quality. So the spike could tell the machine now the last cut is not in tolerance, please throw it away and keep continuing by doing the same operations. I have prepared this case for you already as a screenshot. So Dirk was repeating 10 times a normal side cut with an AP of 8 and an AE, I think it was 1. In the last process, which hasn't been in the program, we wanted to cut a full slot, from side cut going into a full slot, so we are increasing the load on the tool, and by this, bending moment will increase and will hit the alert. In this case, we have hit both, but we have set an alert in the long time diagnosis with the red light. And every time when this happens, you will Spike software will record that, and you could even send a signal back to the machine. So, what are the benefits of the Spike trigger function? Its long-term data recording in production is now possible with a very quick setup, and you can start and stop the measurement automatically. So I have checked the attendees of this webinar, and we have many mass production companies. This is the function you should use. Go with a Spike tool holder into your production. Go into processes which need the monitoring or where you want to test where you want to do long time tests, and let Spike record the data automatically. You could also use the automatic detection of negative events with the alert function. So you can get from us this lamp, and we can start this lamp from Spike if we have hit this alert. So my conclusion is prepare yourself for process monitoring with a full machine connection. This is the first step. Dirk, are you ready? This is the alert function which we can use. You can also use the envelope curves, and you can even change the KPIs from maximum bending moment to medium or mean. This software solution will have these 3 KPIs as a basic version, and in the future there will be more KPIs following, will be added. These icons should summarize the key features of the Tool Control Center software to you. And this helps you as well to maybe repeat and understand and remember these functions more better. We have the trigger function in order to record long-time data of critical operations. We have the first level now of monitoring with alerts. You can use the lamp or even the app with a Spike app integration. We can record data with optimized measurement with the envelope curves. We have started to include the analysis software in the same software. The Tool Control Center software will be also used for the assist set to visualize you the process load. This system is the first step of machine connection, and this is also one of the key features what we have optimized. We have now a one-click setup. We have the multi-Spike handling functions, and this was very important to us as well. Data will be seen on one screen, so you don't forget to look at the Spike Polar, which is such important. Do you have any questions until now, before I answer your questions about how to get Spike, the software?
I have one question.
Okay.
We've been working with Alex for quite a while, and we've always been asking whether we could have time series stamp on all the data. So every data point what you take, we have a timestamp associated with that data point.
Okay.
Is that not something you've developed?
The tool. So what you want to do is to collect the data stamp to the timestamp to compare it to the machine program position.
Yeah.
Yeah. This step is the first. This software on this solution is the first. We reach the first step of automation to record data and to have the long-time diagnosis. The advanced set which is needed, and this software is the basic hardware and software setup for your needs, for that goal you will reach. In the next step, we will have the option of streaming or connecting our data with foreign systems, and even to connect it to the tool control, to the tool management system, or we are even running projects with universities and so on to link our force data with the position of the axis, so the position of the tool on the workpiece. Yeah, we have a joint goal. We are developing on this. This should be done should be ready within the next time. My answer to here is not ready now, but the tool control center software which you have seen now is the first level, and we will create this solution based on this.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question on the mobile app. You say at the moment it's just available on Apple. When is the Android version likely to appear?
I have the same question or the same demand, because my mobile phone is an Android as well, and I'm not using Apple.
Exactly.
We wanted to start now with that one. There are many other software topics and goals to reach. It's not the most important one, but it will come soon, and we will let you know when it's ready. But
Okay.
it's on our roadmap.
Okay.
I will continue to summarize solutions which you can get now. And you probably ask yourself, how can I update now? Or what are the costs and what is the release date? Yeah? With this slide, I want to show you again the three solutions and which fit to our target groups. You remember these icons? The machinist, he's using the assist solution, and he only needs the cockpit, the Netlist, and the app. The expert, who is using it as a diagnostic tool, he needs the measurement function, he needs the force trigger function, but with the basic set which he has, he cannot use the M command. But he will be able to have the analysis module, and he will have access to the KPI basic models. The easy inline solution, here where we focus on automation and where we have the M commands and where we want to go into production. It's the first level of monitoring. Here we are using mostly the M command trigger function. We will have access to the analysis as well. The basic KPIs will be available, and in the future and in the nearly future, advanced KPIs for milling and drilling will follow. And this is according to the question which we had before, the Spike Data Hub. This is our the function which we are developing right now, to connect it to the machine control directly and to have the timestamp and to connect it to foreign systems. This will come also with the easy inline solution. So which options are now available? If you want to have the tool control center software now, there are three options. Existing license holders, so customers who already have Spike, but the old software version, and they want to use the new functions which help in time saving and cost saving, you can upgrade it directly for a normal price. It's an upgrade then, and it's cheaper because you already have the Spike system. From June on, we will have, if the experts or if you invest the first time into Spike, you will have the tool control center software as a new package. The third option is also interesting for existing customers, because some of you have the basic set without the M commands, but they already tested a little bit from machine to machine, but now you want to do long time testing in production. For this, you need the advanced set, so we need to upgrade your read, and you will need the tool control center software. If you want to do this step, we want to support you now, because our main goal is to get into cost saving now. We want to support you here. We can exchange the read for you, and you will get the upgrade also, and it will be definitely cheaper than buying and investing into the both sets separately. Depending on your option and depending on your needs, our sales engineers, they can discuss with you which option is the best, and then you can also get a quotation with it. If you want to reduce your production costs, if you want to improve your quality safety, if you want to reduce your effort in testing and in using Spike in production, then you should get the tool control center software and ask for a quotation via tim.albert@pro-micron.de, that's our back office, or get in contact with our international sales partners, and they will support you in consultancy and in getting this into into your purchasing department. Messages to remember. It is really important for me that you all understand that the benefit that the tool control center software give you benefits for cost saving and improving. It's not just a nice to have. These functions help you to reduce the cost. If we talk again about the production team, you have cost pressure, you need to control your quality, and you need to do reports. Spike and TCC helps you to do that by identification the cost saving potential, doing long time tests now in production. It's a very quick setup, so retrofit possible, and we can just go into your production and run the operation without including the machine manufacturer directly. Process experts, I always hear from them, time is my biggest problem, and they have less time, but they need to do advanced tests. Spike and the TCC software helps you to do that now much faster and more easily. And for the machinists who want a support during their daily work, with Spike and TCC, we give them an insight into the process. It's very easy to use, so everyone can use it without even a training, because it's such easy to set up, and you also have first alert functions. What can you expect from the next webinar sessions? I told you before in the beginning what will be the next meeting. It will be the data interpretation, cost saving in line production, and the online event along the value chain. All help you, and we want to go now in the to save costs. And the next part will be the data interpretation, where we want to train you and help you to read your data more professional, to identify processes which need monitoring. And in the fourth session, we will explain you how to run this project and how to achieve an amortization within 1 year. User cases will also be shown to you, and we will have this online event where we will also invite you separately, and soon during the next weeks you will receive the invitation. Thank you for having you. This was our webinar session for the Tool Control Center software.